Here's the thing nobody tells you about getting into 3D printing. The printer is rarely why people quit. They quit because the first layer won't stick, the bed won't level, and the third failed print in a row goes in the trash. So this list is built around that. 2 beginner printers that remove the frustrating parts, plus a build plate and a filament that quietly prevent most of the failures you'd otherwise blame on the machine. 4 picks, none over $300, chosen to keep you printing instead of troubleshooting. If you want the classic starting point, the Creality Ender 3v3 SE is it, usually somewhere between $180 and $220. The spec that actually matters is the CR Touch Auto Bed Leveling. Manual leveling, twisting little wheels while a piece of paper drags under the nozzle, is the single thing that makes new people give up, and this machine just does it for you. You also get a direct drive extruder, meaning the motor that pushes filament sits right on the print head, so flexible filament is on the table without the fuss older Enders had. It's quick for the price too, rated up to 250 millimeters a second. And when something confuses you, the Ender community is enormous, so the answer is always one search away. The honest catch: no enclosure, so ABS will fight you. The stock part cooling is mediocre on steep PLA overhangs, and the 220 by 220 bed is fine, but not big. Now, if that sounded like more tinkering than you want, the Bambu Lab A1 Mini is the opposite philosophy, and it runs about $200 to $300 depending on the bundle. The whole pitch is that the machine calibrates itself. You unbox it, run the guided setup, and it handles the fiddly stuff on its own. No paper under the nozzle, no test cube tuning. The stock print quality is excellent. You get far fewer failed prints out of the box, and it's quiet enough to live in the room you actually sit in. Add the optional AMS light, and you get 4-color printing, which is honestly a lot of fun early on. 2 trade-offs to weigh. The build volume is 180 millimeters, noticeably smaller than the Ender, so helmets and big cosplay pieces are out. Bambu's ecosystem is also more closed than Creality's, so dedicated tinkerers may chafe. And know that multicolor printing wastes filament, since every color change purges the nozzle first. The third pick isn't a printer, it's the $25 to $45 upgrade I'd point every new owner at, the Wham Bam Flexible Build Plate System. It's a sheet of spring steel with a coating that sits on a magnetic base on your bed. 2 things change. First, adhesion gets reliable, way more consistent than bare glass for most filaments, so fewer prints peel loose halfway through. Second, removal stops being a knife fight. The plate cools, you pick it up, flex it slightly, and the print pops off into your hand. No scraper, no glue stick, no chipped corners. It lasts for years, though the PX coating does wear down eventually, especially if you drag a hot nozzle across it. The one real gotcha is sizing. These come in specific dimensions, so measure your bed and double-check before ordering. Last one, and it might quietly matter more than which printer you buy. Polymaker Polytera PLA, usually $18 to $22 a kilogram. Here's the unsexy truth about print quality. A lot of what people blame on their machine is actually the filament. Cheap spools vary in thickness along the roll, and when the diameter wanders, the extruder pushes inconsistent amounts of plastic, and you get blobs, gaps, and random jams. Polytera is held to a tight diameter tolerance, so the flow stays even and a budget printer suddenly looks like it got a tune-up. The matte finish is the other trick. It scatters light instead of reflecting it, so layer lines mostly disappear. Big color range, and the spool is cardboard, so it recycles. 2 caveats. Matte PLA is a bit more brittle than glossy, and like all PLA it softens with heat, so skip it for anything living in a hot car. So here's how I'd shop it. If you want to learn the hobby and mod things, the Ender 3v3 SE. If you just want good prints with zero fuss, the A1 Mini, as long as the smaller bed doesn't bother you. Either way, add the Wham Bam plate and a roll of Polytera, because those 2 prevent most beginner failures. Everything's linked in the description, and prices on this stuff move around, so check current pricing there. If this helped, a subscribe genuinely helps back.